Hey there YouTube, Crispy Charizard here, and today I'm going to reveal the awesome theory that just came to me like a dream last night when I was trying to fall asleep. So basically yesterday I saw them reveal that the newest cap Pikachu, the I Choose You movie Pikachu cap, will be in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon through, of course, like I already knew before that, through scanning a QR code from the Gaole thing. Now, I don't know about Pokemon Gaole, I don't play that game, but apparently it will offer the QR code for getting this specific cap Pikachu in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Not in Sun and Moon, in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Now, if you remember when Sun and Moon came out, or before that, people were using data mining, and they discovered the sprites for these 6 previous Pikachus. And, you know, through hacking and data mining, they knew about this a long time ago, even though it's, like, only being released in Japan at the moment. But that 7th Pikachu, the one with the I Choose You movie cap, was not among them, and it's not in Sun and Moon at all. I don't think you can get it in Sun and Moon, but you will be able to get it in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon through the QR code in the future. And that's where I got this inspiration for this. They already said that I Choose You, or at least it's obvious that I Choose You is an alternate story. They didn't have to say it, it's obvious. It's obviously not our canon. But they did say that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is also an alternate story. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are not the same story as Sun and Moon. It's not a sequel, and it's not like... It's more like a sister game, or an alternate story, just like, basically, all the games before now. Like, you know, for example, in Ruby, there's Groudon, and in Sapphire, there's Kyogre. And in Emerald, there's both of them and Rayquaza. Same as with Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Same as with, you know, Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Well, something like that. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon obviously takes place in sort of alternate timeline dimension. It's not, you know, nothing new. This has happened before. But what if the Ash in the Pokemon I Choose You movie takes place in a similar or the same universe as Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? And the reason I say this is because, and this is the hint, the Pikachu distribution through the QR code for the new I Choose You cap is only being released in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, not in Sun and Moon. While in Sun and Moon, when the demo came out, you could get Ash Greninja, which kind of says that Ash exists in that universe both in the anime and the video game, because the original trainer of Ash Greninja is Ash. So, in conclusion of my my thinking process is that the new movie is sort of taking place in an alternate dimension. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is also an alternate dimension because they're alternate stories. And it doesn't really matter if I'm right about this last part, but they could be the same thing. Now, does this mean that in the original timeline, which in the video games we might call the actual Mega timeline, while in the anime it's just one thing, but in the video games we call it the Mega timeline because, you know, Ash already has run into Mega Evolution, which means he is in sort of like the video game's Mega timeline, since originally Mega Evolution wasn't even a thing. But now that Mega Evolution is a thing and we're in like the Mega timeline, does that mean that Red and Ash exist like simultaneously in the same universe? That they're not the same person? Well, that's what it looks like. We've already run into Red plenty of times in the video games, most recently in Sun and Moon at the Battle Tree, and Ash, of course, has made no appearances in the video game except for his name being the original trainer of the event Ash Greninja back in the demo. Now, the event Pikachu caps, even if they have nothing to do with Ash outright, they're obviously the 6 caps Ash has had over his, you know, his journey. And like I said, this 7th Pikachu, the one with the new hat, is the I Choose You cap. And maybe it's a hint that it's only being released in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Maybe they're saying that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is like an alternate storyline still like a mega timeline, but just like an alternate one. Because the thing about the multiverse is that it's infinite, so you don't have to worry about, oh, there's too many, there's too many alternate dimensions, alternate timelines. It's infinite, so get used to it. Like I was saying, I don't know anything about what the movie is signifying. Like, sure, there's Ho-Oh and there's Marshadow. Don't forget, Marshadow had no mention in Sun and Moon, other than through hacking, data mining. Yeah, you could gen it. It's in there. It's Sprite, and like it's you could actually have it in Sun and Moon, but its first distribution, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, its first actual distribution for you to actually have it hasn't even come yet. It's supposed to tie with the new movie because, excuse me, Marshadow has yet to appear officially in the video game or in the anime, and its first appearance is Pokemon I Choose You. Does that mean that you cannot actually legally own a Marshadow until Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? Now, I'm pretty sure that Marshadow will make an appearance eventually in, like, the current canon anime, but to own it legally in Sun and Moon, I don't know. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, probably. Just like the I Choose You Pikachu. Again, I have to wonder, where will they go with this new timeline? Now, I'm pretty sure that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is more like a one-time thing. I really doubt that any games after that will take place in the Ultra timeline, as I'm going to call it for now. I'm pretty sure the Mega timeline and the Ultra timeline are absolutely identical, except for our Alola adventure. So it's like, I'm pretty sure there's still Mega Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And I'm pretty sure that every game that happened before Sun and Moon happened before Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon as well. But the only difference is that the story of Alola with, our Sun and Moon characters is different. We don't know anything yet. I'm glad they're doing this though, because, well, technically they intentionally made Sun and Moon feel empty, incomplete, and they left all of those empty lots for us to predict gyms. So Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is probably going to have gyms, or else, why else would they have all those empty lots in Sun and Moon? Now, if you played Sun and Moon completely, you'll remember that there are pedestals with Z-crystals that are not part of the story at all, just scattered throughout Alola. The Flyinium Z, I'll make it simpler. The Flying Z-crystal is in 10 Carat Hill. The Ice Z-crystal is basically in the mountain right before the Elite Four. The Psychic one is in the middle of the desert. The Dragon one you did find in the story, but there was no official captain guarding it. These pedestals have no trials, but you can still get the Z-crystal for them. I predict, or theorize, that these were the sites of trials long ago. Just like how they mention how Executor Island was a trial site long ago, but not anymore. So what if Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is a timeline where not only are there gyms built in those empty lot locations, but at the same time there are trials, and on top of that, all the ancient trials that have gone out of use, that have almost extinct, like 10 Carat Hill, Mount Lanakila, or the tall one, Executor Island maybe, the Dragon Trial, the Fairy Trial even, in the Psychic one in the desert or something, I don't know. These pedestals maybe will not be out of use, maybe they will be in use in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, meaning we will have many more trials. Because doesn't it seem odd that these pedestals with these Z-crystals are just standing there unguarded by neither Captain nor Totem Pokemon? If you remember, there are strange animations in the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon's original teaser trailer, where they show that Lycanroc with that strange animation, Togedemaru with super animation, and Mimikyu with that animation. And people are saying, are these new Totem Pokemon? How can they be Totem Pokemon? Well, this might be the solution. Maybe the Z-crystals that are on these abandoned pedestals in these very hidden locations, scattered around Alola, are not going to be abandoned in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Maybe they'll be old trials that are new again, with new totem Pokemon like Lycanroc and Mimikyu and Togedemaru maybe. Many more trials, and just like the 7 in Sun and Moon. Don't forget, in one of my previous videos, how I talked about those empty lots, which I just mentioned. And, well, Alola would be much better in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon if, on top of those new gyms in those empty lots, we also have those abandoned pedestals as new Z-Crystal Captain Trials, you know. If I remember correctly, those empty pedestals, again, are found in places like that big desert, the ice cave, 10 Carat Hill. I can't really name them all off the top of my head. And maybe Executor Island will be reinstated as a trial site. Maybe there'll be an official captain in the, you know, in the Dragon Trial, where you fight the Jangmo-o and the Hakamo-o and the Komo-o. The only explanation I can think of for all those empty pedestals in Sun and Moon is that they were trial sites long ago that were abandoned for some reason or other. Now, maybe in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, the timeline says that they were never abandoned in the first place. Or maybe they're just saying, oh, they were abandoned, but we decided to, you know, refurnish them and reinstate them as official trials. It's all very exciting, you know, this speculation. Anything is possible. So guys, what do you think? Do you think that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is the same timeline as the I Choose You movie? Or do you think that they just both happen to be alternate stories and that they're not related? Don't forget, the Pikachu with the I Choose You cap is available in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but not in Sun and Moon. Either way, comment down below if you have any opinions. Tell me if I forgot something that could be significant, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to share with a friend. And I'll see you guys next time.